everyone, this is Yael and I'm here with the weekly message of the Divine Masculine to his Divine Feminine for the week of June 26 to July 2. Okay, so anyway, I've already prayed over the decks and shuffled them, and at the bottom of the deck here we have the World card. And this is saying that things are coming to fruition, completion of a cycle. Okay? And here we have the Prince of Cups. This is the giving of love. And then we have the Five of Wands. And this is, basically, this is reconciling different interests when it comes to here, the giving of love. And this has to do with, because this is reconciling interests, discussions, arguments about things of the past. You can see here these two children. So this pertains to a relationship in the past. But you see they're being supervised. In most decks, there are just two children here. And what this is saying is that that is being fixed. All those differences that stemmed from something of the past, that is being fixed. It's coming to a completion, those differences. And now, since that's in process, look at this, we have this waiting for it to ripen. Some of the Pentacles here don't have as much fruit yet. Some are in full bloom. You can see all the different colors of the grapes there for this divine relationship. So that has to do with completing this cycle in order for the Divine Masculine to offer this love and reconciling all those disagreements that happened in the past. Because now there is, this is the divine, the universe, getting things into place. But that's still in process, all towards this union in the physical between the divine partners. Okay, so let's see what the cards have for us. The message of the Divine Masculine. The first card we have is the Moon card. And here we have, this relates, you can see this moon, it's like it's a total eclipse, wherein the sun is covered by the moon. But it is dusk. So what this is saying is that right now, the total enlightenment of the Divine Masculine, he's still trying to sort of negotiate that, going through the process and receiving messages from his intuition, from his feelings, that part of himself, the aspect of the Divine Feminine that he carries within himself. It's like he's trying to tune into that frequency. If this were a radio, I don't know if you're still familiar with those dial radios that have an antenna. And in order to get a frequency, you have to turn the dial. And if you're still not on the proper frequency, it comes out as sort of garbled still. So the Divine Masculine is still in the process of tuning into that frequency, that aspect of himself, which is the Divine Feminine. And this is a reading for the collective, so it may apply to some of your Divine Masculines who are still in this stage. Okay, but for others who have passed this stage, then it doesn't apply, of course. Go with your guidance. But anyway, here, see this, when we see here this picture of this howling wolf, and when the wolf howls, that is recognition. So here, recognizing that aspect of himself, not truly brought to the fore yet, because you can see the sun is still behind this moon, but in the process of doing so. Okay, here, again, this is a reiteration of this first card, because here, the High Priestess, she's sort of the guardian of that border between 3D and 5D. Okay, giving one access to secret knowledge, to higher mysteries. That's what she gives. That's why there's the moon above her. But here we have two pillars. This is, I think this is Jorab and Boaz. Okay. This signifies strength and clarity. This also signifies the divine masculine, divine feminine, and they're being reconciled here. And sort of the code breaker is those higher mysteries that the divine masculine is currently being initiated into. And actually this has gotten some traction, because now we see a lot of divine masculines waking up. Of course, a lot of them are still quite skeptic about this journey, but that's just being in the border, because the High Priestess gives you the knowledge that you need at the time that you need them, and is the epitome of when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And sometimes this knowledge, these nuggets of wisdom, they've been there, being reiterated by the universe and all these signs, these syncs, this book you come across, this movie that you watch. But until you have this key, you can't unlock the wisdom behind it, and the way that no matter how mundane that song, that movie, that passage in the book, that quote, something your friend said, no matter how mundane it seems on the surface, until you have this key, then it will be challenging for you to see how, you know how those Zen masters, when they see a drop of water, they see the universe in the drop of water. But once you have this key, everything, you will see everything in everything, because everything is part of everything. I know that sounds so redundant, but that is it. With the divine dichotomy of what is in everything, there is nothing. And so, anyway, that's quite complicated, but anyway, that's what they were asking me to say. Okay, so there, divine masculine, still figuring out what this is, being given the key. Some who are ready. Okay, the next card we have for the divine masculine is the Three of Wands, and this is looking forward to the future. This is waiting for the ships to come in. Look at his stance, being very ready, trying to balance this pole in which this gold is draped. Okay, and this gold, this garment, that is symbolic of the Christed energies that the divine masculine is currently imbibing within themselves. But you see, it's not yet balanced, because there are still some ships that are still coming in, especially for him. So if you see his stance here, it's kind of askew. That is because he's still finding his balance with regards to these new energies, this new knowledge that he has in his ascension journey. Okay, and the next card that we have here is the Emperor card, and this pertains to really fixing things in the physical. Okay, this is organizing things in the right place. You can see this emperor here. He's got this scepter, very ornate with all the jewels. He has this globe that he holds in his hand. And this, he holds it in his left hand, which is the receiving hand. So, he is in the process of being ready. This is look at this. He is looking forward for the ships to come in. When they come in, this is it. He's going to be the emperor. Okay? He's going to receive that. Can you see this? This is the globe, the world. And yet, we see this crucifix, the bejeweled crucifix. We see here rubies and emeralds. Emeralds pertain to healing, to vitality, to fruitfulness, to abundance. And the rubies pertaining to manifestation. Again, here, all this with an aura of the yellow aura of the yellow gold. It's actually gold aura of this Christ consciousness coming down to earth. He's receiving that now. But yet, his scepter, and the scepter, the wand, is what calls him to action, okay? What calls him to action, look, it's still relaxed. Because he is still in the process of receiving this. That's why he's very relaxed. He has his foot up there. He's still not an emperor, this is my bidding, do my bidding stance. That's what he's waiting for to come in. So, and this is where he is right now. Right now he's still not moving because he's still sort of marinating, basking in all these energies, imbibing them, making sense of them, trying to decode what it means, knowing what it is, but knowing it's not yet complete. Because here, he's still receiving them. And that's what he's saying. That's why he can't raise his scepter. And look, when that is complete, that is why here we have these cards. Okay? See, this is when this is complete, that whole circuit is complete, then he can be the Prince of Cups, reconciling everything in line with this Emperor card regarding a relationship in the past that has not yet come to fruition because of this, and he's telling you why. Okay? So, Divine Feminines, you're expected to have compassion and understanding for this phase in the journey that your Divine Masculine is currently traversing, because this is where it's leading. Okay? Oh, and here, I didn't see this. So this is after the Lover's card. You have the Four of Wands. And that's the 1111 down here on Earth. Both of them wearing gold. Okay? And that's going to happen very quickly. Fast. So, still waiting for it. Now still can't move because he's still absorbing everything. Okay? Let's pick some clarifying cards for this very quickly. Okay, for the Moon card, okay, this is Castle, this is Home, and he's gaining some insights about his current situation, especially domestic situation. If he is with his karmic, then he's getting insight about that. But Home, this also pertains to the seat of his soul. And he's getting messages regarding that. He's finally acknowledging it. Okay. For the High Priestess. Okay, again, recognition. Recognition of this. What this is offering. what the High Priestess is offering him. Okay. For the Three of Wands. Okay, this is grace. This is divine dispensation. So, if he has been waiting for these ships to come in, then the universe is saying that it is time. And things will be moving forward to help this the divine masculine come into balance with his new Christed self. For the Emperor card, okay. See, this is his direct message to the Divine Feminine. Remember, because this is the Divine Feminine, this is the female, okay, and that's why he's saying, that's why he hasn't raised his scepter there to do his bidding, is because he's still receiving this. So basically he's telling you not to worry, everything is going on track, okay. And for the Eight of Swords, okay, this is enterprise. This is working on things. And this is just saying that that's why he cannot work on things yet. Again, explaining this. That's why he cannot work on things yet. Be there fully. Because he's still here. Okay? So, that's what I have for you. Very encouraging in the sense that you know why he still can't move for those who are still in this situation. And this doesn't only apply to those who are in separation and no contact, because there's some twins out there who are in contact with their twins, and yet there is this sudden detachment by their twin, but that's being explained. Here's the message of his higher self to the Divine Feminine. This would be the reason behind that detachment. So it's part of the phase, it's part of that journey. And for those that haven't come forward yet and met their twin flames in the physical, this is still it. Still cannot move, being prepared, but an assurance that when the circuit, okay, is complete, okay, for him to offer love. Look at this. You have the Lover's card, you have the Four of Wands, and it coming very fast. And why is it going to be fast? Because it's like if this is a meal and this is the prep work and everything is already prepared. Let's say this is a very elaborate dish that requires several steps to make the sauce, to make the whatever. You get what I'm saying? But when it's time, because if you're the, what do you call that, in the teppanyaki grill thing, it's like that. Then the show goes on because everything is there. They all know what to do with it, and in no time at all, from raw ingredients right in front of you, you have your meal, and it happens to be delicious. Okay, so that's what I have for you. And I did promise a tool to help in your manifestation powers. So I do have up on the website now the Celestial Abundance Encoding, and this is an ethereal citrine crystal that helps you. It's going to be encoded in your solar plexus, that helps you exude an aura of abundance, prosperity, and success. And this is going to help you attract the high vibration frequencies that are attuned to what you want to manifest. And like I said earlier, like that radio, the frequency that you give, so that the circumstances that you attract must be on the same frequency. And this is going to help you okay, achieve and manifest whatever it is that you want to manifest, especially the abundance in your life. It's going to take away those feelings of lack and scarcity, and it can be activated at will. And this is an attunement, okay, sent via orb of life, via chi ball, and you can pass it on to others. So it's going to be just one time that you get it, and you'll be able to pass it on to others, of course, given the instructions in the manual. I will provide you with one. So for those who are challenged or who want to maximize their manifestation powers, please do check this out. Okay, I also have the heart chakra healing and the RASHEEBA sessions, and of course for personal readings you can always check out readings that I offer on the site as well. So that's what I have for you. Take care. Bye.